Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before I start the presentation, I will introduce myself. My name is Yoga Widi Prasetyo, and this is my another bibliography is how to use Duolingo towards student vocabulary. And the first is outline, introduction, summary of article, and conclusion. Introduction: the students need vocabulary to be able to master the skill. The result is Duolingo application. Duolingo is a free language learning platform. English plays an important role in the world because it is the most widely spoken language. English is spoken for most international events and as information in science, culture, and technology. They also need to acquire English that involve foreign language skill, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. Summary of article. The first is the case for using Duolingo as part of the language classroom experience and improving vocabulary to Duolingo application in called 7th grade of SMP. And Duolingo is a bilingual learning application case study investigating the effectiveness of Duolingo platform in developing learners' vocabulary and grammar acquisition case of SAIL, adult, beginner, AFL learners, and university student perception toward the use Duolingo application in learning English. The last is the effectiveness of learning foreign language via digital learning tool using Duolingo application. The first article is the case for using Duolingo as part of the language or classroom experience. The aim of this study was to see if Duolingo can be used efficiently as part of a language course, with idea that student can practice anywhere and anytime. The next question is Duolingo and is to use, easy to use, helpful and enjoyable application to practice Spanish. How does it compare to regular book-based homework? Does Duolingo promote self-directed learning that move beyond the course requirement? Will Duolingo be useful even after the course is complete? What are the students' suggestions for improving the use of Duolingo as part of Spanish course curriculum? And the researcher used test methods and questionnaire, and the participant consists of two groups: 46 students from a first Spanish course and 16 from a more advanced course used Duolingo for one university semester. The result from the aim from the study is many students consider the Duolingo application to be very useful for them. Students like Duolingo variety of activities Duolingo application because it was ready to do the lesson on the application. Since college students like to use their phones, it makes students feel like playing games rather than doing homework. The implication of this research is students appear to find Duolingo an easy to use, helpful and enjoyable application to practice language. They seem to like it more than regular. And then it's improving vocabulary to Duolingo application in call at 7th grade of SMP. This article aims to investigate whether the implementation of Duolingo application can improve the English vocabulary performance of students. And the research question from this research is to find out whether the use of Duolingo application can improve the vocabulary performance of students. The researcher used test method, and the participant of this research is the first year student of SMP Negeri 1 Bandar Lampung use one class that consists of 32 students. The result is mean pretest was 61.15 up to 77.25 in post-test. The improvement was 16.10. The conclusion of this is students will be more interested and challenged as they have to compete with each other. The next article is Duolingo's bilingual learning application, a case study. The aim of the study is to confirm the hypothesis that Duolingo helps to promote the acquisition of two languages simultaneously for beginners. The research question of this research is how can application Duolingo promote acquiring two languages simultaneously for beginners? This research has used a mixed method approach containing quantitative and qualitative data collection. The participant of the current study is 12-year-old male student. He is an Arabic native speaker and lives in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The conclusion is Duolingo is recommended to be adopted at schools to entertain students while learning, as it is similar to a video game. And the next is investigating the effectiveness of Duolingo platform in developing learner vocabulary and grammar acquisition case of their adult, beginner, AFL learners. The aim of this research is the effectiveness of Duolingo, free online language learner platform that aim to develop English vocabulary and grammar application for adult, beginner. The research question of this research is there a significant difference between the pre-test and post-test of the student vocabulary and grammar learning achievement, and what are the students' opinion about the Duolingo learning application is valuable for learning of vocabulary and grammar? The participants two groups were selected for the current study. This research study has positive impact on field of adult education and may have indirect impact on the acquisition of vocabulary and grammar from different cultural background. And the next article is University Student Perception toward the use of Duolingo application in learning English. The study aimed to investigate the perception of students regarding to use Duolingo application in learning English. There were 135 university students in Pekanbaru Riau, Indonesia participated in this research. In terms of data collection, the study used mixed method design, the main source of data, quantitative questionnaire and qualitative semester interview. The result of questionnaire and interview describe that most students have a positive perception and attitude toward the use of Duolingo and learning English. They agree that improving their English skill and motivates learning English in an effective way. The conclusion of this study is students have a positive perception of Duolingo in English learning because of its advantages in supporting the learning process of students. Next is the evidence of learning a foreign language via distance learning tool, testing the Duolingo application. This research is conducted to explore effectiveness of online study. Research question from this research is what for the reason people will use application, how the people use application, and how effective is this application in learning foreign language. The approach used to collect and analyze data is combination of qualitative and quantitative approaches. More than 200 invitations to participate in the study were sent in page and forum through emails and personal message. Only 72 were accepted among those invitations. The conclusion is they then state some of advantages and disadvantages of studying online based on their personal experience. They claim distance learning was an easy, free, and practical process of learning. And the conclusion is this means that Duolingo application has made a good contribution to teaching English vocabulary learning. Although master learning in this research was not too successful, the vocabulary achievement of the student increased significantly after being taught through Duolingo application, and it helps English teacher to increase the interest and motivation of the student in the learning English vocabulary. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.